Maggie sat on the only couch in the small living room and thought her life over and over. She remembered begging John in their last meeting to please let her live her own life. She promised to disappear from him, not ever mentioning to anyone what he had used her to do all these years. She remembers his laughter that night telling her he would decide when he was done with her. I want you to seduce Charles into sleeping with you as soon as possible, and maybe afterwards, I will consider, he said as he exhaled a thick smoke of cigarettes across her face and walked into the night. She hated being used, and worst of all against innocent people. Charles had been so nice to her, and besides, he is married with a child whose life could be thrown into obscurity should her parents divorce. Maggie was not sure, nor was she told, but she sensed John was up to something and might want to use her to blackmail Charles. Looking at the way Charles looked all through the day in the office, she wondered if John had pulled the plug already. She felt so sorry for him that all she could do was apologize for the previous night. She no longer felt like working in the same place with him anymore and wished she would disappear. What will she do? She thought. For the first time, the thought of getting some alcohol became very strong, stronger than when the divorce went through, and she felt like throwing in the towel to put an end to her miserable life. She felt like calling Roland and asking for an appointment. Maybe if she confessed everything to him, he might help her to disappear from the reach of John. She wonders if she could handle another day in that office. Whatever it is, she thinks John has already got what he wanted. The urge was so strong that she entered the bath for a hot shower, and that did help her, but her mind could not get away from calling Roland. She concluded that might be her only chance of turning her life around. His businesses are all over the world, so he could help her disappear. Roland was very nice to her, and she believed to some extent that he would not decline meeting with her if she asked for an appointment. She dialed his number from her cell phone and the line was engaged. She tried again after a while and it rang but was cut off. He might be in a serious meeting or busy, she thought. Just when she was about to doze off, her phone rang and she picked it. It was Roland. Hello, Maggie. Hello, Roland. She held her breath as she answered, wondering what to expect. She had not called him since the last time they met before the divorce proceedings. You called me, are you okay? He said with a worried tone in his voice. Yes, I am okay. Just wondering if you can grant me an appointment. There is something I have to tell you. Something like what? He inquired. I'd rather not say anything over the phone, she said, wondering if he would deem meeting her necessary. I hope you are not in some kind of trouble, he said in a low tone, as though trying to keep from being heard. It's sensitive and complicated and I need to warn you, but I can't speak on the phone, please, she said, sitting down on the couch, trying not to say too much. Okay, meet me tomorrow at 10 a.m. at the coffee shop in Central Park, he said, and hung up. She will call in sick in the morning and excuse herself from the office, she thought, and went to bed.